Today we're going to take a look at the all-new Fire HD10 with Alexa. And this is currently $149.99 on Amazon. And you can get 32 gigabytes or 64 gigabytes of storage. And you can get 4 different colors. You've got black, plum, twilight blue, and white. Now the Fire HD10 is the largest tablet that Amazon makes, and this has a full HD 1080p display, and it's now 30% faster than the previous version with a new 2.0 gigahertz octa-core processor and 2 gigabytes of RAM. And they're saying you can get up to 12 hours of mixed use battery life. And you can see this is the 32 gigabyte white version. Here on the back are a few of the specs. You've got a 1920 by 1200 display. It's got a micro SD slot up to 512 gigabytes, octa-core processor, dual band AC Wi-Fi, front and rear cameras, and Dolby Atmos. And just to be clear, this is the 9th gen version that just came out for 2019. So let's go ahead and open it up and see what we've got. So you've got the usual quick start guide, things to try with your new Fire HD10, and finally it comes with a USB-C charging cable instead of micro USB. And you've got a 9-watt charging brick, which is 5.2 volts or 1.8 amps. Okay, so as far as the tablet itself, it definitely seems pretty nice. Very similar materials to their other Fire tablets. Obviously, this one is a lot larger than the Fire HD8. And because of the bezels on the top and bottom, it's a little bit taller than something like the Galaxy Tab A 10.1. Even though it's larger than the Samsung tablet, it does feel just a tad bit lighter. Here on the side, you've got 2 speakers at top and bottom. On the opposite side is where your micro SD card goes. And then along the top, you've got your power button, USB-C charging port, microphone, headphone jack, and your volume rocker. There's a front and rear camera on this tablet. Unfortunately, it's only 2 megapixels, so I can't imagine that's going to be very good quality. I'm also going to do a video on about 5 different cases available for this new Fire HD10. So don't forget to subscribe in case you're interested. So you've got quite a few different languages to choose from.
From watching movies and reading books to asking Alexa for the weather, there are lots of ways to enjoy your new Fire tablet. Alexa provides visual discover new things. Enjoy your new Fire tablet.
Just like on the other Fire tablets, you can make this one kid-friendly as well if you would like. And of course, if you're into the Amazon ecosystem, they're going to offer you a ton of different services from books to subscriptions. I've got to say, this is probably the best looking screen on a Fire tablet that I've used so far. It just looks really nice and crisp, even at different angles. Okay, so if you have really good lighting, then your photos might not look horrible. But you're still not going to get much detail with only a 2 megapixel camera. Okay, so it looks like there already is an update, so I think I'm going to go ahead and do this and then restart the tablet. Now obviously this is the one with special offers, so each time you turn off the tablet or restart it, you're going to get the special offers or ads. But to me, it's not that big a deal. Just swipe the screen and then it goes away. Now really the only downside to the Fire tablets is that you have to use the Amazon App Store versus the Google Play Store. So you're not going to get the official YouTube app, but you can always just visit it by going through the browser, or they do have an app that goes right to the website. You can see this does have Dolby Vision and Atmos, also 4K HDR, AI upscaling. You can also play games through Google Play or GeForce Now. And this also has the Google Assistant, and it also works with Alexa. Okay, so yeah, the speakers on this are actually pretty decent. They do sound a little distorted at the max volume, but I probably wouldn't have the volume up that high to begin with. But one thing I do like about the Fire tablets is the Fire TV app. Now that I've got the Fire TV Recast, it's really nice to be able to record shows and then watch them on your tablet or on your Fire TV stick, depending on where you're at, and watch your recorded shows pretty much whenever you want. Oh boy, I'm really falling behind on Flash and Arrow. And you can also use this as a remote. Oh, one other thing I forgot to mention, I'm not sure if it's because I pre-ordered it or what, but they did give me a free game, some of you may have heard of, called Minecraft. I just gotta look for the code to put in order to get it. In case you're not familiar with the layout for the Fire HD tablets, you've got the home screen that's somewhat similar to other Android devices. But then as you swipe to the side, you've got books, videos, games, apps, and then app suggestions. Then you've got the shop, music, then you've also got Audible and Newsstand. And then to get to the home screen, obviously, you can just go down here and hit the center button. And then when you swipe to the left, it says For You. Then it'll just show like what's on your watch list or some upcoming shows, app suggestions. So in the settings, you've got quite a few different things you can adjust here. Just like other Amazon products, you've got Alexa, and then you've also got show mode, display settings, sound, storage, and it looks like you got about 25 gigabytes free of the 32 gigabytes available. So I guess that's not too bad. And of course, right below that, it shows the SD card storage, which I haven't put in yet, but I'll probably have to eventually. Now, under security and privacy, and in case you're wondering, there's no fingerprint scanner or face unlock or anything like that. The only lock screens that you can do is a PIN or password. So after testing this out for a couple days, I've got to say this is definitely one of the best Fire tablets I've used. And it could just be because there's a bigger HD screen versus the 8-inch. Now the battery life on this thing is crazy good. The battery was at 50%. I had this streaming video constantly. It took almost 5 hours before the battery finally died. And yeah, this thing seemed like it was never gonna die. My other tablets could only dream to last that long. Now unfortunately, this doesn't have quick charge. It did take around 3.5 hours to recharge once the battery was completely dead. Now for whatever reason, I've had to uninstall the Fire TV app and reinstall it probably 3 or 4 times just within a couple days because it just wouldn't open. So I'm hoping Amazon comes up with a fix for that. It seems really strange that Amazon's own app is the one I'm having the most problems with. One other thing I will mention, if you squeeze the corners over on the side where the volume and power buttons are, you're gonna definitely notice the screen does move a little bit. But again, this is a really cheap tablet. You're talking $100 to $150. And more than likely, I'll be using this most of the time with a case on, so I don't think it's gonna be a problem. Now I was surprised when I tested this out with a few games. It had no problems whatsoever, and surprisingly it didn't seem to overheat. So my first impressions are, yeah, this is a pretty good tablet, especially if you're only gonna pay around $100 around Black Friday. Now, would I pick this over the Samsung Galaxy Tab A 10.1? That's a really tough call. On the one hand, I watch a lot of shows from the Fire TV Recast, and I watch a lot of Netflix, and I can do both of those on the Fire HD10. So would I pick this over the Galaxy Tab A 10.1? It depends. If you only have about $100 to spend, which is probably what this is gonna be around Black Friday, then yeah, I would definitely pick this over the Galaxy Tab A 10.1. But since I do like just regular Android over the Fire OS, I probably would lean more towards the Samsung tablets, but that's just me. I think a lot of people would be just fine with Fire OS, especially if you use a lot of the apps from Amazon already. Then yeah, this is a no-brainer. Whether you're looking to upgrade an older tablet or you want to get this as a gift, yes, I would definitely get this. So if you've made it this far into the video, you may want to say thanks by subscribing, and don't forget to give a thumbs up if this video was helpful. This is Brian from Fishby Productions. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.